Frozen 2 has released their first ever teaser trailer, and oh my goodness, I can't believe they showed so much. There's so many magical, exciting, and emotional moments to talk about, which is why today we're going to theorize, examine, and break down it all. Hello, I'm Isaac from Wotso Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people. On my channel, I focus on spreading magic by examining Disney films, so if you are new here, consider subscribing. What I think is so beautiful about this first scene we are presented in all of the Frozen 2 material is how it establishes Elsa's growth. The teaser begins at darkness with a low rumbling sound which grows in intensity until we finally see it. A wide shot of a black beach with massive waves crashing into the shore with a small Elsa on the edge. Just from the opening of this teaser, Disney is setting the scene that this is a completely different Disney film like we have never seen before. I felt the grandeur and the scale of the scene and was absolutely taken aback. The contrast between this black, cold, tumultuous place and Elsa sets up this location perfectly. We see and hear flashes of lightning, and then we get to see Elsa staring towards the horizon. I was so excited to see her again. Elsa is back and looking so powerful in this position. She appears to be determined and ready to face a task that lies ahead, and we are about to find out what she's here for. Already this teaser was building up the feeling this story is going to be epic. We see a wave hurtling towards Elsa before she turns to get rid of what appears to be her boots and jacket. She marches to the end of the beach where the rocky ground meets a black cliff. Behind her is mist and a gray storming sky, and when she turns, she puts her weaving hair into a ponytail. Elsa is preparing to take action and is doing so in what appears to be a suit of her ice magic that blends seamlessly from her body to her skin, which looks phenomenal. We have never seen an outfit like this for Elsa, and I love it. She places her feet on the all black and smooth rocks and then charges towards the ocean. When she reaches the edge of the beach, she begins taking steps on the water by freezing what is beneath her, just like she did when she escaped her coronation ball. When a wave comes in, she attempts to climb it before it collapses, but instead she's swept within it. After finding out the most magical studio on Earth is making this movie, the music picks up and we see Elsa soaked and back on the cliffs, revealing she's going to be taking on the force of the ocean again. It's amazing to think back at how timid and unsure Elsa once was, so seeing her so sure of herself is awesome to witness. She sprints back to the ocean, and this is where I was taken aback by the beauty of this animation for the first time during the trailer. The ocean looks so real. From her momentum, Elsa slides onto the water, and when she faces a wave, she dives through it, and we see she has made it to a boulder far beyond the shore. She climbs up the side of the rock, slips and falls while creating a sheet of smooth ice she can slide down that is likely similar to the ice she creates for her citizens to skate on. Running towards a building wave, Elsa summons a huge sheet of ice to cut through it, which warps her in size. This use of her magic reminds me of the shards she created from her distress at her coronation, and the block of ice she conjured when the Duke of Wesselton's men came after her. Obviously though, this use of her magic is much more powerful than anything we have seen her do before. Look at how small she is compared to her magic and the wave. The stakes feel so high when we are able to understand the scale of what is around her. This threat is massive. While Elsa dashes up the ice sheet, the wave powerfully breaks her magical ice, cracking and breaking it and bringing Elsa below a devastating force. What we learn from this moment is Elsa is resilient, strong, and sure of her abilities. Even though the forces that fight against her are massive, Elsa does not hold back from fighting against them. She is not an uncertain and reserved ruler any longer, but an impressive, energetic, and capable warrior. Although I was kind of shocked her magic wasn't strong enough to rein in the strength behind the ocean, this shows us that even though Elsa has accepted and learned to control her powers, they cannot be used to easily resolve threats that lie ahead. Where Elsa was attempting to go, we cannot be sure yet. Maybe she's going to search for her parents beyond Arendelle's shores, or maybe she's trapped on an island of darkness. All we know right now is Elsa is unwilling to stop fighting. The music begins to grow in size again, and we learn the film is coming out in the fall. More specifically, Frozen 2 is releasing in US theaters on November 22nd of 2019, just to let you know so you can mark your calendars. Then we flash to Anna on a balcony, which I believe is the same one she brought Hans to and is the balcony out of her bedroom, where we see she is surrounded by floating, glowing blue, purple, and turquoise diamonds, and we zoom out to the beat of the music, which I thought was an awesome touch. Each of the 4 colored diamonds has a unique marking associated to it. The bright blue has 2 dots and a triangle below it. Purple has two diamonds within one another. Turquoise has what looks like a spade on it, and the purple and bluish diamond has a dot with a triangle below it. These diamonds also appear on the teaser poster for Frozen 2 around a snowflake. Even though they do appear large, by them appearing smaller as they get closer to Anna, they seem to be smaller than the size of her hand. My first thought was that Elsa may have summoned these diamonds, but the longer I thought about them, the more it seemed like these will be tied to some type of more complex magic. Maybe these are the very crystals the trolls wear, or maybe this is a show of some even more powerful force that has been awakened. Let me know what you think they mean in the comment section. Then we see Kristoff riding Sven with a variety of other reindeer behind him, almost like an army, which is so cool to see. Each one looks focused, serious, and moving with intent, including Kristoff and Sven, which suggests they are going to somewhere important that they must get to with haste. Kristoff is donning a black vest and brown sleeve shirt, which we have never seen before, and this is also the first time we are introduced to the Autumn Forest, which will only become more interesting throughout this teaser. After this, we find Anna sitting amongst darkness, a darkness we have seen before. I couldn't help but feel bad for the poor, lonely Anna, and I wondered what happened for her to get here. It looks like she's on rocks that are like the ones Elsa had stood alongside on the beach, which leads me to believe maybe this is a terrain Elsa and Anna will be forced to survive on in their darkest hour. We also see Anna is clutching a brown object, which is either her bag we see in the next frame or is some type of book. If I was going to guess what that book is, I would say that is the Book of Magic King Agnar referenced to locate the trolls. And if that is the case, then maybe this means Anna is going after some type of magical force. Anna then climbs higher onto the black rocks and is surrounded by mist. Just beyond the gap, we see an entrance to some type of cave within the black structures. Maybe that's the source of the magic or the answers she's looking for. We get a chance to see her new outfit as well, which looks to be colored very similarly to Kristoff's. I'm surprised that there is such an emphasis on blacks and browns when associating with the typically cheerful and optimistic Anna, but it looks great on her and I love her new hair. Anna then runs for a ledge across the way, and as the music peaks, she leaps as intense vocals come alive singing the song Wele from the opening of the first film. Elsa is then seen in her original outfit from this trailer, battling mesmerizing purple flames that are burning a field of foliage in the autumn forest in the shape of a heart. She defends Olaf from the flames as he so timidly cuddles in next to her, but her ice magic seems to be completely destroyed by them. These magical flames are so interesting and cool looking, but whatever magic is creating this purple energy is extremely potent, and whoever is controlling it is surely dangerous. Next, we flash to a girl amongst the autumn forest who I initially thought was a young Anna, but I realized is a completely new girl. Although she has red hair, this new girl has tanner skin, fewer freckles, and brown eyes instead of Anna's blue. The new girl witnesses leaves parting towards a pile of leaves, which blast open to reveal a blonde-haired person underneath them, who appears to be the same blonde boy who's thrown and floating in the air. When I initially thought the girl in the scene was Anna, I thought this was a confirmation she would receive powers, but when I look at the leaves now, they don't seem to be controlled by either of the two characters we see. The girl seems shocked the leaves moved, and the boy doesn't seem like he has much control over what's happening, unless he's just learning to discover a wind ability for the first time. Watching the leaves part reminded me a lot of the ocean moving in Moana, so it could be some cosmic force is working here, or a third party was interacting with those people with their own magic. When the music ramps up again, we are shown Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, and Sven looking stern, mesmerized, and uncertain of the land they look upon, the autumn forest, while we listen to the familiar song of Wele. And of course, when we pan out, Olaf is right next to them as well. This is such a beautiful scene. Witnessing all these iconic characters standing together again on the brink of a new adventure is so exciting. The autumn forest looks stunning, and I can't wait for them to explore it more, especially the land beyond the beautiful orange, red, and yellows. That dark place looks like it is barren black with only some water on its surface. When I saw that, everything kind of began to click that maybe this forest we have been seeing and the ominous black rocked places are not two separate lands, but just two locations in the same environment. Especially when we look back and see these massive mountains surrounding this entire land, I'm thinking this is where our heroes are headed to, that will result in Elsa on the black rocked beach and Anna being isolated and being forced to leap from the rocks. Then after this gorgeous shot, we see a leaf drifting along right through the O in the Frozen 2 logo with another group of leaves blowing right through, showing us this autumn theme is an integral part of this movie, as expected from the symbols and setting we have been exposed to. But what I found most interesting about this logo reveal was the black on the frozen letters, indicating the black rocks we witnessed are also going to be heavily woven into this tale. The darkness that reminds me of those black rocks appear to be creeping onto the logo we are familiar with, almost as if they are being corrupted or changed, which brought new meaning to those black rocked, stormy, and eerie places we have witnessed. Maybe these places of darkness are growing and are a sign the land is being destroyed. Maybe our characters are venturing to find the person or magic that is corrupting or altering this autumn land. As the music builds one last time, we flash to Anna, Kristoff, and Elsa deep within the autumn forest in a place that is foggy and ominous. But when Anna turns around, she grabs Kristoff's sword and slashes towards us, which is a moment that reminds me of when she smacked that wolf in the first film. What is so cool about this moment is that the teaser began showing Elsa had developed into a strong woman, and the trailer ends showing us Anna is just as capable and resilient against another unknown force. Whatever was behind our heroes, it was something Anna felt she had to take action against. This was a teaser that perfectly blended new and old elements we will get to witness in Frozen 2. We get a glimpse at mysteries and are left with questions as effective teasers should give us. I was left excited, joyful, proud, and thinking about this trailer in a way I haven't thought about a trailer in years. We saw Elsa unleash more powerful ice, and we looked upon magic in new forms, which led me to believe maybe there's more people wielding magic like Elsa. We got to see an all-new land of autumn and a dark, seemingly evil place that could be ravaging the land. And of course, we see the heroes we know and love struggling on an adventure that seems to be epic, powerful, and magical. Thank you to my wonderful patrons over on Patreon who are amazing supporters of my videos. I love Disney so much. It's integrated into so many aspects of my life, so to see a teaser trailer like this that connects so intensely to me and establishes a new story that pushes what the first successful film did just means so much to me. When I saw this, I was freaking out for the longest time. I couldn't keep it in, but I had a financial math class, so I had to. But it was especially hard since I just wasn't expecting this trailer at all. I get chills every time I watch the teaser, and I felt emotional writing my take on it because, in my opinion, Disney is going to take us on an adventure we are never going to forget. I want to know your reaction though. What did you think of the teaser? Let me know your thoughts, if I missed anything, and what you hope happens in the comment section. To see me talk about Frozen more, you can find the link to my Frozen playlist on the side and in the description. And if you'd like to continue to see more magical discussions like this one, then don't forget to click that subscribe button and the beautiful bell if you're new. As always, thanks for watching and have a magical day.